Hi everyone, welcome to Workplace Matters with Grace Adage, your HR consultant on workplace issues. I'm so glad to be coming your way today. In Canada, it is Labor Day, and I want to say to every workers out there, happy Labor Day. You actually make our world a great place by what we do. We see the value that you add to our world in what you do on a daily basis at work. And we want to say thank you for being you. Thank you for contributing, and God bless you. Today on Workplace Matters, we're going to be looking at a very sensitive topic, and the topic is, do you trust HR? I want you to please put your comment in the comment section below. Let me know if you trust your HR, and let me know if you don't. If you trust your HR, tell me why. If you don't trust your HR, we want to know why as well. And the reason for this is because we want to make sure that employer-employee relationship in the workplace is great. And we also want to ensure we are creating an effective workplace. So today, like I said again, it's, do you trust your HR? According to a research that was carried out by Dr. John Sullivan, which was published on August 27, 2018, he has it that a recent survey by Team Blind found that the percentage of employees who don't trust their HR are painfully high. And he gave an example of various organizations which the survey was carried out in, and I'm just going to mention 4 of them because it's really so surprising to me. And this is not to put these companies down, however, is to let us know as HR professionals, as employees, how much of a trust our employees have in us. And on that list, I'm just going to mention 4 of them. And number 1 on the list is Apple. 72% of employees in Apple do not trust their HR. Amazon, 76% of employees in Amazon also do not trust their HR. And in Google, it is 72%, while in Microsoft, it is 71%. What do you think about that? That is really high. So, my question to you today is, HR people, do you think your employees trust you? If you doubt that, then I would like you to carry out a survey in your organization. This is different from employee engagement survey. This survey is purely about the trust of employees in HR. And when you get the result of that survey back, if it is negative, I wouldn't advise you to throw it away. I would rather that you sit down and look at the response critically and work on it and see how you can help your employees to trust you as HR people. Because to be honest with you, if your employees do not trust you, it is really causing some damages to your organization that you may not be aware of. Don't dismiss the data, like I said, because this may be a serious problem costing any major corporation millions of dollars. And so, well, the next thing I want to look at is why employees don't trust HR. Why? Number 1 here is lack of transparency. When there is no transparency in an organization, then trust will be far-fetching. Number 2 is delay in response to queries. When your employee queries things or asks you questions or they complain about a situation, how quick do you respond to them, or do you just ignore it? Delay in communication on major changes. When there are major changes that are about to happen in the organization, how soon do you communicate it to your employees? Or do you even communicate it to them at all? If people get to hear about changes behind you, not directly from HR, if they hear it through gossips, then that will cause a mistrust in the organization. Ignoring issues is another reason why employees don't trust HR. And also misunderstanding on the role of HR. If your employees don't understand your role as an HR personnel in the organization, then it's easier for them not to trust you. And lastly, exclusive focus on rules and legal compliances by HR could also cause mistrust. So if you don't take care of your employees, if you don't care about their career progression, you don't care about how they feel within the organization, how they are settling in, and how things are being done in a professional and in the right manner, then all you focus on is they comply with the rules and regulations, they follow your policies and procedures, whether they know about it or not, then there will be mistrust. And what are the consequences of lack of employee trust? Because there is nothing that you do that does not have a consequence, either positive or negative. So when employees don't trust HR, there are definitely some consequences. And I'm just going to state them clearly to us. One of them is loss of productivity due to concern for discrimination, unfairness, lack of responsiveness. Distracted or frustrated employees cannot be innovative or forward-looking, and that is not helpful to any organization. Number 2 on the list is employee turnover. It's one of the consequences. When there is no trust between employee and employer, or there is no trust between employee and HR, then the turnover is expected to be high. So if you've not checked your turnover in relation to trust, you need to do that now. Someone said to me, it is better to quit a job than complain to HR about anything. Why? Because they think HR is not going to do anything about it. And they think that HR does not support them in any way. So, my HR colleagues out there, this is food for thought. Number 3 is recruiting top talent become more difficult. When there is no trust between employee and employer, or employee and HR, then to recruit top talent becomes more difficult. How do I mean? Like you have employees who are dissatisfied, who don't like the way they've been treated, and because they don't trust you enough to let you know, they go to places like Glassdoor and social media to say things about your company, about the leadership and the HR that may not be helpful to you as an organization. And when top talents who are out there read all these comments, then they don't want to come into such organization to work, because they don't want a place where their interest is not going to be looked into. And another thing is lack of feedback will hide problems. Two-way communication is great for problem solving. However, when employees view the employee and HR relationship as us against them conflict, issues like harassment, bullying will fester and develop into more serious one. So you need to look into having feedback from your employees and also giving feedback to them when they ask you questions or query what you do. What are the ways for HR to increase employee trust? One is listen to your employees and be transparent in your communication and approach to work. 2, communicate organization changes in good time. Don't delay your communication when there are major changes happening in the organization. 3, train employees on your policies and procedures. Don't just give them your manual to go and read. Do a training on it and ensure they understand it. 4, maintain a two-way communication. Let there be feedback when they ask you questions, and also wait for feedback when you ask for anything from the employees. 5, be more responsive. Improve the time it takes to respond to employee questions, requests, and complaints. Be proactive in communication. Number 5. Don't wait for your employees to hear things from gossips before you reach out to them. And number 6, identify workplace issues and deal with them in good time. Number 7, explain the role of HR during onboarding. A lot of employees have a misconception about the role of HR. HR are not employees advocates. I want you to know that. They are business partners and they are also people managers. So they are there to manage both employer and employee relationships. And lastly, number 8, HR should focus on helping employees and managers to be more effective and productive in the workplace. In conclusion, I hope I've been able to leave you with tips on how to manage employee, employer, and HR trust in the workplace. And I would really appreciate you to put your comment in this video. Let me know if you trust your HR and why. And let me know if you don't trust your HR and why. Remember, Workplace Matters Talk Show is all about creating effective workplaces and helping your employment journey to be better. I want to say thank you for joining in today, and I also want to let you know that this show is being brought to us by Dynamic Resource Solutions Limited, an HR consulting and employment agency here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And for your recruitment policies and procedures development, employee handbook, training, and team building, contact us at info@dynamicrsltd.com or visit our website, which is https://dynamicrsltd.com. Till I come your way again next week, stay blessed.